Hello, this is Coach Sellers, and this is Coach Farley. Coach Farley, we're out here lining fields. This is how you line a field. So I'm gonna turn this around so you can see what we're doing. Okay, this is your advanced machine for lining. There's not an electronic thing on here. It's all mechanics. So what you do is, you notice how when you open the box has the lids up. We turn the lids the other way so that while you're lining, the paint goes on the other way. They tell me it keeps it from drying. So you take the bottle out and you shake it up real good so that you see just like nail polish or anything else, you shake until you feel like the ball inside is easily going up and down. And then you look at this, and sometimes when you pull the lid off, that tip comes off. So you just put the tip back on. And you see how it's wider on one side and thin on the other? Well, you want the wide to be towards the front. So you're going to turn the tip towards you. So it's short, but the wide side's going to be in the front. And then you put it down here and you just slide it on there. Like that. See? And then once you slide it on there, here's the control thing. You see that handle? You're going to squeeze. The squeezing is what makes the paint go. So here, line it up on the corner here where I'm starting. Get the can aligned with the corner, and then you squeeze. And you hear the paint going. See? You see how it goes? Now, if you do that and you say, well, that could be wider, just stop and make sure that thing's aligned right. Make sure the wide part is in the front. Let me put the phone down for a second. Make sure this goes in the front. There we go. Because if you got a skinny line, that's exactly what's going on. The short part, not the wide parts to the front. See, now it's wide. See, much better now. It takes 2 coats, as you can tell, to get a line looking good. We go real slow, because the grass at the rec park's higher than what we were used to at the other place. So just take your time. It's very meditative. Come to a box. Just do it. Line it up and go straight lines. You spray until there's no more paint, and you can tell when there's no more paint because it won't spray any paint out. It'll be nothing. It'll just be air coming out. Do this a second time so that you'll see how it looks in the end. See, when you do it the second time, it's wider. See, it looks better now. After 2 coats, it really looks good. You get 2 coats of lines on each field when you line. And here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's go. So see how nice it looks? That's what the end product should look like, is a nice white line. Let's go out here to the circles. That's the only thing we got to do. Okay, dots. You always have to put the dot in the middle. Bigger fields you have more than just the 1 dot, but on 8U, 6U we only have the 1 dot in the middle. I usually do those either when I start a new can or at the very beginning, if it's possible, so you can see where it's supposed to go. I get away so that the wind is not blowing on top of me when I spray this, because it will blow. See, I let it, see how it's blowing in the opposite direction? That's what you want to do. You don't want the paint on you. It'll come off, but who wants paint on you if you don't need to? All right, do that for the center. That's where the game starts. All right. And last lesson is the circle. Put this back in there. All right, you pick starting point on the circle. Start the middle. Here we go. Go out to where the circle starts. Take your time on the circles because you have to curve. As a general rule, the slower you go, the straighter the line. Sometimes when you're trying to beat the rain, you just don't have the time, so you just get the line down. Because the deal is if we don't get these fields painted weekly, we end up having to take string and stakes out here and have to remeasure this stuff, and it takes a whole day. So that's why we try to keep it painted. All right, so here we go. Just take your time, go slow and curve slow. The key is, you see this triangle at the top? That's just not a pretty thing. You want that point in the middle of your line. So if you're in a curve, you want that in the middle of where the curve is at that point, and you'll do better curve. See how my curve's looking really nice? Same thing as if you have to go backwards, that's your point of reference too. Sometimes you have to pull the paint back towards you. You want to keep that point at the bottom in the middle of your line. Okay? There you go. So. Alright. It takes 2 hands for me to do this, so that's the point. The other thing that comes with this, do not, when you get done, do not leave the can in the machine. Take it out. If it's still good paint, put the lid back on it, put it back in here. What I do is the cans that are, the cans, like if I turned all my cans upside down at the beginning, then the empty cans are the ones up. Okay? If it's down, that means there's still paint in it. Now, if you open a box and you don't turn them upside down, that means the full cans are up. Then that means your empty cans are the opposite way. So that's the guideline there, whichever way you do it. So that's what you do. You make sure you get 2 coats on this field. There's 2 8U fields. There's 2 10U fields. There's 2 12U fields. There's 2 6U fields. There's 1 12U and 1 14, 16, 18 field. But we put 2 coats on each field when we line. So I hope that's a good lesson for you. I'm very happy to have liners. It's very meditative. But with me being in Canton and this now is in Waynesville, I need some help. So let me know if you want to be a liner. It's very fun. I find it very meditative, like I said. Come out here with some headphones and just go to it, and it really is a meditative walk. I get in at least 1,000 to 2,000 steps, which the doc loves. So it comes up on my walking counter. So there you go. Let me know. I'm always looking for liners, so let me know. Have a good one.